I shared a story that most people don't know about. I opened it up with my story and my affinity, my connection with him from 21 years old. We talked about his relationship with Diddy because at one point he was working with Diddy and helping him out with certain things he was going through. We talked about how he one time was working with Kanye and Kardashians. We talked about money, the secret to private equity, and how all of a sudden his interest in equity and private equity and some of the stuff that he'll share with you financially that you yourself are going to be like, that's pretty interesting. I can use that for myself. We talked about NLP, how a mentor of his would teach NLP that the audience would be people from sales, from former CIA and existing CIA people showing up to the conference. That was fantastic to talk about. And for a guy that's about human psychology, human performance, I asked him about Luigi Mangione, who killed the CEO of United Healthcare. And I said, what is the profile of somebody who does this? What makes somebody to get to this point, and what can we do to prevent this from happening with other people? His answer was very, very unique. And then as a businessman, we talked about the one time that he had a business dealing with somebody that indirectly he lost $125 million. And I said, so the great Tony Robbins, you are the person that body language expert, all these other things that you do. How does somebody take advantage of you? And he says, well, right after that, he tells the entire story on what it was. It had to do something with Amway and some of these other things. You have to hear the story. And then he said something to me that he does now whenever they do business with other people, that if you're somebody that's a business person, you're going to want to hear what he has to say with his strategy. I was blown away. You'll see my reaction when he tells me. I shared a story about the time there was a background check done on me and what the investors found on me. But anyways, I have a feeling you're going to love this conversation. With that being said, here's an interview with the one and only, the GOAT of his space, Tony Robbins.
30 seconds. Did you ever think you would make it? I feel